Hello, everyone. Hi, Cheryl Akle. I'm here on my own today. Jane's on holidays, and we were actually going to be with Tom Keneally, but Tom's not well either. Well, Tom's not well. Jane's on holidays, so she's fine. She's probably having a really good time. So it's just me and the team in the office. So I'm doing What Are You Reading all by myself. Well, I'm not really, because I'm doing it with you. So tell me what you're reading, and I'll tell you what we're reading. We're going to start with our book of the week, which is Tia Cooper, The Butterfly Collector. Everyone is enjoying this book so much. We had an event with Tia last night, and I know so many familiar faces were there. I saw those in comments. And she's a wonderful writer. This is her new book with the most gorgeous cover called The Butterfly Collector. And it's a historical novel, as you all know, very rich, very beautiful, very well researched. And we've also recorded, a couple of weeks ago, actually, I recorded a podcast with Tia as well. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Cheryl Akle, Better Reading. Hi, Carolyn. Carolyn's about to start Memorial by Brian Washington, which everyone said was great, but I never got around to reading it last year. So that's good. It's still new. If you haven't read it, it's still new, right? Hi, Lynette. Hi, Yvonne. Yvonne's reading Peter Jamie's Picture Me Dead. Sharon, hi. I am well. Thank you, Sharon. I'm very well. Carolyn, the event with Tia was great. Yes, it was. It was really wonderful. She's so good, isn't she? Christy says hi and is reading Exiles by Jane Harper. Gail, love Tia Cooper, enjoyed Butterfly Collectors, never disappoints. Wow, there you go. That's such high praise for Tia, and hopefully she's joining us today. Do you know, and also too, if you send Tia a note via our Facebook page, she'll comment back too. And this was her previous book, equally as gorgeous, called The Cartographer's Secret. And there she is there. Okay, so much happening. There's so many people on. Welcome, everyone. Hi, Jessie. I'm really well, Jessie. Thank you for asking. Jessie is reading One Woman's War by Christine Wells. Oh, Julietta, hello. Julietta was in Sydney recently and had a coffee with Jane. I think they went to a bookstore, and I can't remember what that bookshop's name is. Gertrude and Alice at Bondi, because I did see photos. Looking very pretty in pink, thank you. Felt like I needed a bit of pink today. Juliette's just finished Honeybee by Craig Silvey. Oh my God, it's an emergency. Everyone must read this immediately. So good. Well, that's a segue. Thank you, Juliette, because here's his other book called Runt. Now, this is a kid's book, but it really is absolutely gorgeous, and it has been read by many, many adults. And I know many of you have read it. And have enjoyed it so much. It's a gorgeous book. It's a little hardcover. Don't you love little hardcovers with little end papers? We recorded a podcast with Craig a couple of weeks ago, and that's worth listening to as well. But this is the most beautiful book and the most beautiful Christmas present. Okay, so Julietta, if you haven't read it, that's your next one. Sharon is reading Not a Sound by Heather Gudenkoff. I think that's how that's pronounced. Alona, The Ghost of Gracie Flynn by Joanna Morrison is what she's reading. Julie said she watched the recorded video of Tia this morning and she's very engaging, loved it. Yeah, she's really good, isn't she? Jessie enjoyed Tia Cooper's chat yesterday. Jane just finished The Girl in the Mirror and The Nowhere Child, both fantastic. Jill, just about to start A Caravan Like a Canary by Sasha Worsley. Melissa is reading The Little Fires Everywhere. Wasn't that a good one? I think she's got a new one as well, hasn't she? What's the new one? Our Missing Hearts. That's a lovely Rose over there telling me that. Okay, what else have we got here? We've got Nora Roberts. Wow, international bestseller. The book is called The Choice. And I think we're going to... the third and final book in the Dragonheart fantasy series. But I think there's talk of us getting Nora in for either a Facebook Live or a podcast. So stay tuned. And once we find out, we'll let you know. But this is the new book from her. Oh, Janet Ivanovic. Wow. I have been selling Janet Ivanovic books for I think my whole entire career. Anyway, this book is called Going Rogue. It's a Stephanie Plum novel. She's been around for such a long time. And I did record a podcast with her recently, and I said to her that I have known her, I think, almost all of my adult reading life. And you're probably the same. Great writer. She was ahead of her time, really, in terms of writing women's crime fiction. Okay, Louise, hi Cheryl, just finished The Seven Skins of Esther Wilding, and I'm reading Our Souls at Night by Kent Haruf. Carrie Ann, reading Demon Copperhead by Barbara Kingsolver. Yes, and that is such a great read. I hope you're enjoying it, Carrie Ann. Juliet, had such a lovely chat with Jane at the wonderful Gertrude and Alice. That's exactly right. I saw you ladies there. I saw the beautiful photos. Now listen, we've got all the merchandise, and I'm going to hold up the T-shirt. I was going to hold this up. This is the What Are You Reading T-shirt. It's the crew neck, and it's women's, and it's large. Now, if you want a T-shirt, we have got a sale on. It's the Black Friday sale, and it starts tomorrow, right? 25% off all tees. Now, it starts tomorrow, which is the 25th, but I'm going to tell you something, right? If you are a late person and you're up at midnight, I think it clicks on at midnight tonight. So if you want to get 25% on, it's a 4-day sale, 25% off T-shirts only. And if you jump on tonight at midnight, I reckon you can be first in. Now hurry, because the sizes are selling out really fast. So I don't know, what makes a T-shirt, so they're $39.95. What is it with 25% off? Somebody will tell me in a minute. Or somebody out there can tell me. All right, so it's a quarter. So I think it makes it, anyway, don't know. Cindy, hi Cheryl, I've just started Robin Harding's The Swap. I've read Meredith Appleyard's No Job for a Girl. Got quite a few to read on my TBR by Darry Fraser, and The Murder Rule by Dervlin McTiernan. Loved listening to Tia last night. Cindy, you've got the best life. You're such a great reader. Dixie is reading One Woman's War for Rachel John's online book club, and listened to Runt and really enjoyed it. Has somebody got a price on the teas for me? Paveen says hi from Sydney. Hi, Paveen. Juliet, I bought Runt recently, but not yet read it. Can't wait. Hi, Christine. Lynette, so many to look forward to reading. Absolutely. Julie's currently reading A Man Called O by Frederick Backman. Have we got a price on a T-shirt? Now, Tom was meant to be in the office today. He's not. This is his new book. It's called Fanatic Heart. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a historical fiction about the most celebrated Irish rebels during the famine of the 1840s. This is a really beautiful book, really beautiful cover, and that's out now. So the T-shirts are $39. How much? $30. Yeah, I thought so. $10 off. So the T-shirts are $39.95. So now they're going to be $29.95, right? So if you want a T-shirt and you want 25% off, jump on now. Because I'm telling you, the merch will sell out, like lots of them selling out. There's white, there's black, there's all sorts of sizes. Okay, what else have we got? 25% off all T-shirts. Oh, Judy Nunn, she was in the other day. Her new book is a collection of short stories. It's called The Long Weekend, and I know many of you have read it and really enjoyed it, and we all love Judy. Okay, what else have you got? Oh, Natasha Lester. Wow. The Three Lives of Alex St. Pierre. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that properly, but that is just the most beautiful cover. My podcast with Natasha is out now. So if you're listening to the podcast, you will enjoy this very much. Philippa Gregory, gosh, my podcast with her is also out, and we did a live with Philippa Gregory. This is the Dawnlands. I'm trying not to put my fingers over it. The Dawnland series. And it's the third book in the Fairmile series, and it's set in 17th century England. I mean, she is so wonderful, and I'm sure you all know this because she's a historian. She's an academic and historian, and she's also a writer. So obviously all very accurate, and she's a compelling story writer as well. Okay, Judy is reading Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmus. Lee is joining us via YouTube and is reading The Seven Skins of Esther Wilding, and it's so good. Now, that is by Holly Ringland. Is that right? Yes, I think so. Jill, love T. Cooper and hoping to get her new one for Christmas. Well, I hope you do get it for Christmas, Jill. Christine is currently reading East of Alice by Annie Seton, and it's a great book. Emma says hi, and hi back to you, Emma. Dixie, I've ordered and waiting for delivery of a tote bag and a T-shirt. Thank you so much, Dixie. Bev is reading All About Ella by Meredith Appleyard and enjoying it. Sandy gave us the price, $30. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, because we're not all that good with our maths, as you saw. We're really good with books and we're really, really good with reading, but not so great with our maths. This is a lovely book, Heather Rose. Nothing bad ever happens here, and it's a memoir of loss and discovery. Really beautiful. There are so many books out there about grief and about loss. Yeah, they're books that you need to be reading at the time. And this one's beautiful. It's heartbreaking. And you will remember her because she is the author of the Museum of Modern Love. And that's Heather Rose. And I think she's from Tasmania. George Saunders. This was a good read. Liberation Day. So I recorded a podcast with George, and that's out now. He's written, this is a collection of short story, of which he claims aren't political, but I think that they are. One of my favorite story in here was, I think it was called Love Something, and it was about, it's called Love Letter, and it was about a grandfather and his grandson, and the grandson is asking the grandfather, did we do enough to save democracy? And because it's set in the future where democracy is gone. Anyway, really beautiful. He's a wonderful writer and he's also a great talker, and I loved chatting with him. So listen to the podcast. Okay, so lovely that everyone's done the maths for us. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Cindy. Emma is currently reading I'm Glad My Mom Died by Janet McCurdy, a hard but very worthwhile read. Do you know, I picked that up the other day, and I'm not sure whether I can read it this year because I think it's just too emotional for me at the moment. But then I heard her on a podcast, Janet, just so interesting. So it must have been so hard for her to write that book. It's selling its socks off. I think it's a really good read. And, I guess, everybody has different relationships with family members. And I think she was really brave to put it out there. Okay, Cindy loved, I think it was a George Saunders. Ross is reading About Time, A History of Civilization in 12 Clocks by David Rooney. Hope you're enjoying that, Ross. Okay, what else do I need to tell you people, lovely people? Oh, I've got Philippa Gregory books here, which I've already shown you. All right, so Kylie is reading The Girl Who Fell, and she's also reading, do you know, I think I just made that up. Oh, no, I didn't. There it is. Kylie is reading The Girl Who Fell from the Sky by Emma Carey. And Julie is looking forward to starting the Celeste Ng book, Missing Hearts. And Kathy, after I do Taylor, Jenkin Reid's book. Okay, what do I need to tell you today? I need to tell you that the sale starts, the merch sale, 25% off all teas. Podcasts, there's so many great podcasts out at the moment. We get so many lovely compliments and reviews about those, and you probably know we're definitely over 1 million downloads now. And also to the event next week is, who's the event next Wednesday night? Somebody's going to help me. We've got, what is Bob? Somebody write, put that up there. Can you put that up there for me, Dex? So we've got the Wednesday night event, and that's coming up next week. And what else have we got? We've got Kaz, who's just started Dreamland by Nicholas Sparks. Janine has just finished Isaac and the Egg and loved it. Now that's who we've got next week, isn't it? Yes. Okay. So what's his name? Can somebody just give me Bobby Palmer? Okay. So Janine, Isaac and the Egg author, Bobby Palmer is joining us next Wednesday night, 8 p.m. We finally got there. 8 p.m. And I'm sure you're all going to love it and you're going to join in. Emma just started that on audio. There's so much happening, so much going around. Okay, well, I think that might be it for now for us. Thank you so much. We love this segment. We love all of you people out there who help me with all sorts of books. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your contribution. And we will see you next week.